Welcome back to the Greg and Angela channel. We're still not home yet. We hope to make ourselves useful in the meantime. This is entry 5. The scattering of peoples is central to the story.
We're not biblical scholars nor historians, but we have read Genesis 10 and 11 many times, and the story we see emerging, relying mainly on the NIV translation, grows increasingly coherent. We want to apply those aspects of this primeval story in an effort to gain increased insights into growing redemptive participation.
In our entry 4, we were imagining looking down the long, flat valley called the Plain of Shinar. Let's pick up from there. The valley is something like 75 miles wide and 200 miles long. That may sound large, but it's just about 1/4% of the land surface of the world that God told us to fill. Fill the earth, not fill 0.25% of the earth.
Anyway, it was there on that plain in the 4th or 3rd millennium BC that the entirety of living humanity had recently settled in after a communal trek that lasted over 300 years, 6 or 7 generations, from when their ancestors, all 8 of them, had left the ark.
By that time, the population of the world, which meant the population on the plain of Shinar, has been estimated by one Jewish writer to be anywhere from 35,000 people to 900,000, depending on what the birth rate was doing over the years. Now, the plain of Shinar was suddenly well populated, while no other place on earth was even inhabited.
God had told them to be fruitful, to greatly increase in number, and to fill the earth with their descendants. They had obeyed God's instruction to be fruitful and increase in number, but there is that third bit of these divine instructions. Humans were to fill the earth. But now, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of us had settled in Shinar.
Well, they had walked a long way, over 3 centuries, no doubt reminding one another once in a while of God's instructions that would have been passed down. They couldn't yet stop. They'd been told to fill the earth. Forward ho! But wait, Shinar provided water and rich soil.
Noah had been an agriculturalist. Remember, he was able to make wine when he got off the ark. Before the flood, people had a variety of skills: herding, tilling and planting, winemaking, smelting, even city building. A great amount of such knowledge must have been passed down from Noah's family's memories to those born after the flood.
So the plain of Shinar offered vast possibilities, and they were settled there, putting down roots. There would have, no doubt, been a huge tension in the community between the need to go and fill the earth and the need to stay settled. But God had a mission that includes worshipers serving Him in all the earth. Something had to give.
Some people, including us, have at times found Genesis 10 and 11 difficult. One difficulty is found in Genesis 11, 1-4, when the people say to each other, "Come, let's build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens." True, the people were prideful, but not shockingly so.
To us, what is puzzling is the people's next statement that the consequence of not building a city and a tower would be to become scattered over the face of the earth. That sounds backward. What does that mean? Build that city or I'll scatter you. Well, no. So, what is the connection between the city building project and avoiding being scattered?
It helps if we clearly put the emphasis not on the people's pride, but on the urgency of filling the earth, that was of great strategic importance in connection with God and His mission. It had to happen. Could it be prevented? Maybe if they built a city? They were so wanting not to spread out across the world. The temptation to stay was so great.
We also find the reasoning somewhat challenging when God says, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." This couldn't mean that they would be able to walk on water.
maybe nothing they plan will be impossible is hyperbole, and in the current situation, it meant that they'll collectively think of ways to disobey the command to fill the earth, coming up with schemes that would let them stay on their beloved plain of Shinar and convince others to go along with it.
Well, God fixed that. What did God do to the people? In short, quote, the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth. The central point is not that he confused their speech. That was the means to an end, to scatter the peoples.
How he did it is instructive for us, but the main thing is that they weren't filling the earth and something had to be done to fix that. The text says, "From these clans of Noah's sons, the nations spread out over the earth after the flood." And again, the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth. And the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth.
The people were ready to fill the plain of Shinar, but God wanted them to fill the earth. They lost. More on this next time. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, subscribe and ask to receive all notifications related to this channel. Do you remember that our goal was to get 100 subscribers by Christmas?
Well, we are already at 108. And please share your comments. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Christmas and see you in the new year.